This is Symphony Sounds. I am your host, Shauna Morin, and today I am joined in the studio with one of my favorite music directors here in Billings. He's joining me for the second time this season. It is music director of Rocky Mountain Jazz Collective, Scott Jeppesen. Welcome back to the studio.
Thanks for having me. It's good to be back.
Absolutely. You have a wonderful show coming up. Stevie Wonder. His music's been around for so long, 6 decades. Of wonderful, incredible tunes, and Rocky Mountain Jazz Collective's taking it on.
We are, yeah. I think it's going to be a really great show. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be hard to keep people in their seats. It's going to be just a great band. I've been working hard on writing all of the arrangements to really showcase this music that Stevie Wonder wrote, but also showcase the areas that are real strengths in our band. We have a lot of these really amazing soloists and accompanists and instrumentalists and singers from around town that we have the opportunity to really kind of feature on this show.
It's going to be really exciting. How many musicians together will there be?
Let's see. Well, we have 13 horns, so 5 saxophones, 4 trumpets, 4 trombones, piano, bass, drums, guitar, percussion, and 3 singers.
Oh, wow. Oh, it's going to be a great show. It will definitely light up the Babcock Theater. I know that every year that you've been with us, it's always been such a fun concert for us, and we look forward to it every single year, obviously. What are some of the parts that you're looking forward to most?
I mean, working with all these musicians is always just such a treat. The band is kind of half and half. I mean, half of the musicians are more local. They're here in Billings, or they travel in from Bozeman. We've got people that come up from Powell, Wyoming, or Sheridan, Wyoming. The other half of the band flies in from Los Angeles, where I spent 20 years working as musician, just living the LA life for a while, and so it's great to get to collaborate with them, and it's so awesome that the Symphony has facilitated the opportunity and continues to support us.
Absolutely, and we obviously love to continue next season. We have 2 concerts with you instead of 1, which will be fantastic. But for this season, you have a very special guest flying in, it sounds like?
We do, yeah. We have a trumpet player who I've known for years and years. It was actually the producer on my first record that I put out back in 2012, I want to say, around then. He helped me produce that record and then left Los Angeles and became the director of jazz studies at the University of Miami. And his name is John DeVersa, fantastic trumpet player, one of the greatest EV players that I've ever seen. EV is the electric valve instrument. It's basically an electric trumpet. He's going to come along, he's going to play on this show. He's put out numerous big band albums of his own. He's won 3 different Grammy Awards, and it's just such an incredible musician. So we'll certainly feature him on trumpet. And then when I was writing the arrangement that we're doing of Stevie Wonder's Superstition, I had a crazy idea in the middle for an EV solo, and I asked him, do you mind bringing the EV setup along? And he said, absolutely. So we'll get to share some of that as well on the show.
That'll be such a wonderful experience, especially for all the musicians on stage, yourself, to be able to perform with your friend, go back with it, but also for the audience. It's going to be extremely exciting. What do you think the audience is going to enjoy the most?
I think this is really going to be a very interactive show. We have, like I mentioned, we've got 3 different singers here that are all fantastic singers. They all are local here to Billings, and they all come from bands that have wonderful followings that you see them play in a different context, but very regularly around Billings. We're going to feature Alana Hayden, who's one of the busiest, not just vocalists, but musicians around town. She hustles for gigs like no one I've ever seen. She commonly can be seen singing with the Brick House Band. We've got Brooke Mancata, who's actually a graduate of our program at MSU Billings. She's the lead singer for a band called Soul Funk Collective, which originally started as a class at MSUB, and now they've blossomed and been off on their own for quite a while. And then we have Clark Sturgis, who is more of a newcomer to Billings, but he's sung with his own projects. He sang with a group called Free Spirit Soul for a while. Also just a fantastic singer. Moved here from Detroit, which is, that's like the birthplace of Motown. And so he's got this style just down to a T. It's going to be really exciting, and the interaction that all 3 of these will have with the audience members, both audience members that we've had along with us for the ride over the years, but also have come in that maybe haven't seen Rocky Mountain Jazz Collective before, but they've seen them play in their own ensembles.
It's so exciting to hear from your mouth exactly and specifically how all this is going to mingle together. And I love that you're incorporating our local people as well as internationally well-known individuals. I think it's just a very well-rounded. It's going to be electric. It's going to be so fun. And we definitely encourage you to come and join us at the Babcock Theater on June 8th. It is a Saturday evening, which usually our Sukin series are on Thursday, but Rocky Mountain Jazz Collective needs a full weekend to have fun. And it's such a blast. It's a really amazing atmosphere. We highly recommend you come and join us. You can purchase tickets online at billingssymphony.org, or you can give us a call at the office at 406-252-3610. So Scott, you brought your sax with you today. Would you mind playing a little excerpt for us?
I suppose.
Oh, great.